being on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you soul, but still soul down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us, run for us.
Today, from Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
and for how good he is throwing the ball. It's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 63 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where it really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Hess. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hess working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. In motion goes Raymond. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Operating from the gun. Hess being chased out left. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And that is a historic one for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. Hess. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Don't use the mic. This way, come this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Twist, watch, twist, watch, twist.
Running on first down, Eckler. And shedding a man at the 40.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Hess. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Still a few inches short of a first down as They come up now on second down. In motion goes Raymond. Looking to throw on second down. Hess, open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking to throw. Hess on the move to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's second and a couple. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and a couple.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Ricky. Check 37.
Back to throw. Hess. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey. 50's the mic. Come on. Alert 3. Watch out. Kill. Hey, check 19. Switch.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
He's checking. Crash. Back. SOS. Check. Let go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Tighten up. Watch the twist. Go. Mike 13. Get ready.
Looking to throw. Hess. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. In motion goes Raymond. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check it backer, check it backer. Kill. Check.
Operating from the gun. Hess shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Hess dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just a 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Hess forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Rolling to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Eric Kendricks getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Hess. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Washington offense heading out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing to start the drive. Hess. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hess caught by the tight end Ertz. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before you. in Washington as they come onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Hess, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Tight down. There you go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. Shaq. Mikey, 18. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check. Crunch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw. Hess. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hatchet. Check 26. Check 26.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And it'll be a turn.